everybody, Nurse Jane here. We're here with my little friend Tonky today. Yes, hello. We're going to talk about fleas and how to check your animals for fleas and what to do if you find little nasty creepies and crawlies. So Tonky's going to be a very good puppy and sit for me. Good Tonky. So dogs and cats get fleas. They feed on the animal's blood, and you're blocking my beautiful face, Tonky. They feed on the animal's blood, and so you may see the live insects crawling around on the pet, but the adult fleas, so the bugs that you actually see, are only 5% of the population. The rest of the population is eggs and larvae, which you won't see with the naked eye. So I know. So Tonky can see his person out there, so he's a bit distracted. Tonky, sit on. So a lot of people go, oh, I've only found one flea, but unfortunately that's only, like I said, the amount of adult fleas is only 5% of the total number of fleas. So unfortunately there's not really much to do, there's not really such a thing as a single flea. So when you've got short-haired animals like little Tonky here, you'll often see the fleas and you'll see the flea dirt. Now what flea dirt is, it's actually flea poo. It's called flea dirt because it's a much nicer name for it, but it's flea poo. So with short hair animals, you'll often see the flea dirt and the live fleas in there. With our long haired friends, you're a lot less likely to actually see them, especially your darker long haired pets. You can sometimes see them with the lighter white ones, but usually you won't see them with the long haired pets just because the fleas live down on the skin, so on the at the very base of the fur. You usually don't see them up further out unless you've got a very, very heavy infestation. So the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to see how you actually check for fleas. So the easiest way to do this is you've got a flea comb, got a little bit of paper towel, and you need some water. So just dip that in there so that's nice and wet. Take your flea comb and you want to comb just at the top of the base of the tail. And now I always call this flea city down here because for some reason fleas love this area. A lot of people see their dogs scratching around their backside a lot. It could be anal glands, it could be fleas. So then what you want to do, take your flea comb, you wipe it on the wet paper towel, and what you want to do is you want to wait to see if you get any red showing up. So far we've just got a bit of Tonky's fur, but no little black spots or anything like that at the moment. So Tonky's very clean. So no little black spots, so we've just got our fur. So if Tonky did have fleas, what you'll be seeing is you'll be seeing little black spots on your paper towel there, and after a little while being in the rehydrated by the water, they would actually turn red. Because remember I said before, your flea dirt is flea poo and fleas feed off the blood. So when you wet the flea poo, it'll actually turn red. So that is the easiest sign to say that your animals have fleas. A lot of itching and scratching animals. There are many reasons an animal itch and scratch. The most common one is the first thing you think of is always your fleas. So the first thing you want to do if your animal's scratching is make sure they're up to date on their flea treatment. Okay. So let's pretend little Tonky did have fleas. Then what are we going to do? Can't unfortunately just like throw him away. Got to keep him. Can't replace him for a flealess one. The most important thing to do is to treat your animal first. That's the main point where fleas go for their food. So there's lots of different products that you can use. We've got liquid spot-on products that you'll actually apply up here to the back of the neck, under the fur. Yes. So there's a few different options and things like that. There are also, some people really just like the smell of these ones. So you've also got tablet options, things that will cover your fleas and worms and other things, but we're just on fleas today. So what you use is really a personal preference and up to you. So depending on what product you use, you usually treat once a month. There are new products on the market nowadays that one chew will last for 3 months and one liquid will last for 6 months and things like that. But that will be something you come in, have a chat with one of our nurses, and we'll work out a flea program that works best for you as an individual and your little friend. Some people, the dogs will not take tablets. Some people, like I said, really dislike the smell of the liquid. So every program is individual. We work it out for you specifically. Now, a lot of people go, well, geez, Jane, I don't have a flea comb at home. Who has that? That's not normal. What you can actually use is a knit comb, which a lot of people have at home. So do it the same way, comb down here near the backside, down in Flea City, wipe it on your wet paper towel and see if you get any spots. Now, this may not work with your fluffier animals, oh, good chunky, but they will work with your nice little short hair ones. One of the vets was telling me that when one of his youngsters had lice a while back, didn't have a knit comb home, so he actually used a flea comb on his human son. So, you know, the flea comb, it's versatile, got a couple of uses. So a lot of people think that you only have to treat for fleas in summer. Unfortunately, that is not true. It's easiest and best just to treat year round. So you'll get a lot more fleas in summer and things like that, but unfortunately, you'll also get your flea eggs and things in the carpet. So once everyone starts turning on their heaters, all the flea eggs hatch, and unfortunately your little fluffy friend is going to get fleas again. So the easiest and simplest thing to do is just to treat year round. Dogs and cats both get fleas, and something that we hear a lot here is the dog's got fleas, oh, but the cat doesn't have any, the cat's fine. Unfortunately, this isn't the case. If animals are living in the same environment, if one of them's got fleas, everybody's got fleas. So unfortunately, you can't just treat the dog and then the problem is solved. You have to treat the dog and you have to treat the cat. Now, in regards to your environment, so your house, your carpet, if your dog sleeps on the bed, your linens. So depending on your house, depends how much cleaning you have to do, unfortunately. Best thing to do is to do a vacuum, and you want to do a really slow, steady vacuum across your carpet. Try and suck up as many eggs as possible. Wash any pet beds and things like that. Leave them out to dry in the sun is best. And if they sleep in your bed, unfortunately that means the whole sheets are going to have to be changed. Give them a good wash. Again, if you can, leave them out to dry in the sun. The sun is the best for killing things. If you have floorboards, hopefully you can get away with just a really good, thorough, slow vacuum, but carpet, it's going to take you a little longer. Now, unfortunately, if you have a very bad flea infestation, you may have to go to the point of flea bombs and things like that. So you can purchase those, we can explain how to use those for you, but essentially what you do is you put however many fits in your particular house, you put them in the house, everybody clears out for a little while, you set them off, including the pets, don't leave the pets at home and flea bomb them. Everybody clears out for a little bit, then you come home, you air the house out, and hopefully that you, and again, you still have to treat your animals, but hopefully that should solve your flea problem. So if you're having a problem with fleas or an itchy, scratchy pet or anything like that, give us a call, come down and have a chat with some of the nurses or one of the vets if it's a bad problem. And what we can do is we can sort out a flea program that's going to fit you individually and your little furry friends. And hopefully we can tackle your flea problem head on. All right, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Bye.